More than 100 years ago, a man stood in front of the world and made an unbelievable claim. He said electricity could travel through the air, without wires. No power lines, no cables, no electricity bills. Just free energy available anywhere on Earth. And the man who made that claim was the brilliant inventor, Nikola Tesla. The man who electrified the world. Long before smartphones, computers, or electric cars existed, Nikola Tesla was already imagining a world powered by advanced electricity. Tesla was not just another inventor. He was responsible for some of the most important technologies that built the modern electrical world. One of his biggest contributions was improving the alternating current or power system, the same type of electricity that powers homes across the planet today. Before Tesla's work, most electricity systems relied on direct current, which could only travel short distances. Tesla's ACT system solved that problem. Electricity could now travel across entire cities and countries. Because of this discovery, power plants could send electricity to millions of homes. But Tesla was never satisfied with small achievements. He believed electricity could travel even further. Much further. Tesla's most radical idea: wireless electricity. Tesla believed electricity could travel through the Earth and atmosphere. His vision was called the World Wireless System. This system would allow energy and information to move around the planet without physical cables. Instead of massive power grids and thousands of miles of wires, Tesla imagined a network of giant transmission towers. These towers would send electrical energy through the ground and atmosphere. Any receiver tuned to the correct frequency could collect that energy. In other words, Tesla imagined a world where electricity would behave almost like radio signals, invisible, global, and accessible everywhere. To prove his theory, Tesla decided to build one of the most ambitious scientific structures ever attempted, the tower that was supposed to power the planet. In 1901, Tesla began construction of an enormous facility in Long Island, New York. This project became known as Wardenclyffe Tower. The tower stood around 186 feet tall, topped with a giant metal dome. But the visible tower was only part of the system. Deep beneath the ground, Tesla installed massive metal pipes and shafts, extending far into the earth. Tesla believed these underground structures would allow the tower to connect electrically with the planet itself. His goal was to inject electrical energy into the earth and create powerful electrical waves that could travel across the globe. If successful, the system could deliver energy to any location on Earth. Homes, factories, ships, and trains could potentially receive electricity wirelessly. It was an idea far ahead of its time. The secret experiments in Colorado. Before building the tower, Tesla conducted a series of dramatic experiments in Colorado Springs in 1899. At this remote laboratory, he built enormous electrical coils capable of producing extremely high voltages. These devices, known as Tesla coils, created massive electrical discharges that looked like artificial lightning. Some of the sparks produced during these experiments stretched tens of meters across the air. Tesla used these experiments to study how electricity interacted with the atmosphere and the Earth. During these tests, he reportedly managed to light electric lamps placed outside the laboratory without connecting them to wires. This convinced Tesla that wireless transmission of electricity might actually be possible, and it gave him the confidence to build the massive Wardenclyffe project. Tesla's plan for a global wireless network. Tesla's vision went far beyond simply sending electricity. He imagined a global wireless communication network as well. According to Tesla's plan, towers like Wardenclyffe would be placed around the planet. These towers would transmit electricity, phone signals, news broadcasts, stock market information, military communications, even early versions of wireless messaging. Tesla believed this system could allow information to travel instantly across the world. In many ways, his vision resembled something very familiar today: a global wireless network, something surprisingly similar to the internet. At the time, however, such ideas sounded almost impossible. The millionaire who funded Tesla's dream. Building such an enormous project required huge financial backing. Tesla eventually convinced one of the most powerful financiers in America to invest. That man was J.P. Morgan. Morgan initially invested about $150,000 into the project in 1901, an enormous amount of money at the time. The original plan Morgan supported involved wireless communication across the Atlantic Ocean, but Tesla soon revealed a much bigger ambition. He wanted the tower to send electricity around the world, and that revelation changed everything. The question that ended the project. When Morgan learned about Tesla's plan for global wireless electricity, he reportedly asked a very simple question: where do we put the meter? In other words, how could electricity companies charge customers if energy could be accessed anywhere? Tesla's system threatened to disrupt the entire business model of the electrical industry. Soon after, Morgan refused to provide additional funding. Without financial support, the project stalled. Construction slowed. Eventually, work stopped completely. By 1905, the project was essentially abandoned, and in 1917, the unfinished tower was demolished for scrap metal to pay Tesla's debts. One of the most ambitious technological experiments in history ended before it could be fully tested. Did Tesla's technology actually work? This question still fascinates scientists and historians today. Some of Tesla's wireless demonstrations were real. He successfully transmitted electrical energy over short distances and lit lamps without wires. But large-scale global wireless electricity presents enormous engineering challenges. Sending large amounts of power through the atmosphere would require tremendous energy. Modern scientists believe Tesla's system might not have worked as efficiently as he hoped. However, many of his ideas were still incredibly important. Wireless energy transmission is now used in small-scale technologies, like wireless charging. Devices such as smartphones, smartwatches, and electric toothbrushes already use similar principles. Tesla's ideas may have been ahead of the technology available in his time, a vision that inspired future technology. Even though the Wardenclyffe Tower failed, Tesla's vision continues to inspire engineers. Today, researchers are exploring new forms of wireless power transmission. Some scientists are experimenting with microwave energy beams and laser power systems. These technologies could one day send energy across long distances without traditional power lines. Wireless power stations in space have even been proposed as a future energy source. While these technologies are still experimental, they echo the ideas Tesla imagined more than a century ago. The tragic ending of a brilliant mind. Despite his extraordinary contributions, Tesla spent the final years of his life in financial hardship. He died alone in a New York hotel room in 1943. For decades, his work received little recognition. But over time, historians and scientists began to rediscover his achievements. Today, Nikola Tesla is widely considered one of the greatest inventors in history. His work helped build the electrical age, and his ideas continue to inspire the technologies of the future. The legacy of Tesla's greatest dream. Imagine a world where electricity flows invisibly through the air. No power lines crossing cities. No cables stretching across landscapes. Just energy available anywhere on Earth. That was Tesla's dream. A planet connected by wireless power. Some scientists believe the idea was impossible. Others believe Tesla simply lived too far ahead of his time. But more than 100 years later, people are still asking the same question. What if Tesla had succeeded? Nikola Tesla once said that the present belongs to others, but the future belongs to him. And more than a century later, many of his ideas are finally becoming reality. If you enjoyed learning about the incredible inventions of Nikola Tesla and the technologies that could reshape our future, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss the next fascinating story about science, technology, and the mysteries of our world.